Hi, it's Cheryl from Home Am I Making, where I inspire you to create a surrounding you love. I wanted to come on again one more time today and do another fun and easy craft. Today I'm going to be using some of my felt flowers that I have made in the past. I do have a tutorial up in the comments, or actually up in the tutorial section, that actually tells you how to make the felt flowers. So I'm not going to give you the tutorial on that. You could find out how to make them up there. But I am going to be using them in this creation. So as you're hopping on, let me know where you're watching from. Let me see if I can get you on my iPad so I can see where you're coming from. As you hop on, give me a thumbs up or a like or a heart, so I know that you're there. And I'll start in a second as soon as I can get you. There you go. Vicky, hello, how are you? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday night. I'm all confused about what day it is. Actually, I didn't realize it was Sunday. I was thinking it was Saturday. Who else is messed up? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a board. And I do use a Maker Studio brand chalk-based paint and stain for my projects. So what I did before I got on is I used the Blessed chalk paint in a Maker Studio and their English walnut gel stain. So they come like this. I use these on almost every one of my projects. Hi Tracy, how are you? So what I'm going to do today is I've been doing a lot of Easter crafts in the last couple of days, which is apropos for what's coming up, but I was looking through my stencils and there was this whole sheet of stencils that I use, and it had a bunch of different words on them. One was simplicity, love, happiness, peace, blessed, courage, gratitude, and let's see what that other one says, hope. So I thought, hi Vicky. I said to myself, I think I need to use one of those in this day, in this time. So the one that I want to use tonight is Faith Over Fear. I am going to make this for my home and in the colors that I like. I just thought, you know, all these words apply to now, and let's do something with them. So I'm going to use these stencils that I do get these at a Maker Studio also. I will leave the link to the gel stain, the chalk, and these mesh stencils. So these stencils are mesh. They're a little bit different than a just a regular stencil. These have like a little piece of mesh in there. They don't go all the way through like a standard stencil, so it gives you some more detail. So I am going to start by, hi Julie, how are you? I hope everybody's having a good evening. Like I was just saying, I can't even believe it's Sunday. I thought it was Saturday night before I came on. So I am going to try to somehow get that in the center without measuring. And the way you use these stencils is you could use the chalk-based paint over them. If you do, you would take like a little stamping brush, put some paint on it, offload it, and go. But what I'm going to use on here today is their my Maker Studio Gel Art ink. This is actually formulated to go on top of fabric, but you can use it on wood and paper. I know, love that saying. This is going in my house. Now, after I'm done, it's going where I could see it all day long, every day. Hi, Darlene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take their gel art ink, and their color is called Hush Your Mouth. They have a lot of southern sayings. They're out of Mississippi. So this is like a navy blue. So that's what I'm going to do. And what you do with the gel art ink is you put a little bit of it on a spreader, and you go over the stencil, and it'll go through the mesh, and it'll make your words pop. So I'll show you how to do that. Very simple. I don't do hand lettering. Wish I knew how to do that. But this does the work for me. So you just take the gel art ink on a spreader and you smash it right through the stencil. And you could see it going through. You pretty much know when it's gone through. Just go over it, get the excess off. And these stencils can last up to 35 uses if you take care of them. And how you take care of them is when you do pull these off, because it is a mesh stencil, that mesh you don't want the mesh to get clogged with the paint or any of the other type of product you're using in there. So what you do right away is you always have a water bath and you just put it right in there until you're able to clean it. If you're by a sink and you can rinse it off quicker, then just do so. But as long as you put that in the water like that, it will help the ink from not clogging up your mesh. So this is what I have so far. So I took a board, and it does have a hanger on it. I probably am not going to hang it. I probably am going to stand it up, but I did use some stain on the side, chalk-based paint in the top, and then I did the gel art ink with that saying. So now what I'm going to do is I have made ahead of time some of my felt flowers. A lot of you have been following me for a while, and you know that I love to make felt flowers, so I did so ahead of time. And what I did, I do have a tutorial up in the tutorial section or the video section of how to do these. I'm not going to explain it again, but if you want to learn how to do, there's a couple of different types that I did, and I show you really easy, all hand cut. I don't have a Cricut. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put this like that. I like to place them before I glue them so that I'm not taking them off because I didn't like where they went. Now this time I'm going to do something different. I'm not going to glue them down until I place the leaves, but I'm not going to use the Can you guys hear me? If anybody could hear me. Julie, you can't hear me. If anybody could hear me, can you tell me whether you can hear me on here? Just give me a thumbs up or type in. Laura, you could hear me? If anybody could hear me, because Julie's saying she's having, you could hear me. Thank you, Kelly. So before, sorry, Julie, I hope you come back on. They're saying they could hear me. I wish I knew all the ins and outs of why these things happen, but I don't. So I'm going to place them like that. And instead of, I usually make the felt leaves, the leaves out of felt, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use these little green embellishments. And I had got these, if you had watched my AC Moore haul when they were going out of business, I got a lot of things for 80% off. So I wanted to incorporate this in there instead of doing the felt flowers. I thought this would look a little bit different just using a different medium with the felt flowers. So I think I'm going to go something like that. I'm just laying it out so I can get an idea before I start the gluing process. But I just thought maybe that would be a little bit different of a look than always adding my felt leaves with this. Thank you, Laura. You love my felt flowers. They're really fun. Have you tried to make them, Laura? Easy to make and inexpensive, fun project. So I think I'm going to add some buttons to this too. So I just want to fill in this little gap over here. So I think this is the route I'm going to go. And I'll show you in a second, and you tell me if this is a good placement. I'm trying not to get the words. Probably should dry that sign up. But so that's what it's going to look like. Can you see that? I don't want to smear my words. I should have dried it, but I didn't. So I think I'm going to do that. I think when I look at that in this time and day, I hope to be able to use that saying and take it to heart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to glue my flowers. Julie, X out and come back. You should be able to hear. Everybody could still hear me, correct? I don't know. One time I was on here and it was so staticky. I never knew. I didn't know the whole time. I'm kind of glad I didn't know the whole time. So I'm going to start gluing them. So what do you think of adding the different type of foliage with the felt instead of always doing the felt? I think it just adds a different look. I still love my felt flowers though, that's for sure. Let me get another glue stick. Did you guys see the tutorial I did today with the Easter eggs? That was another fun one. Thank you, Darlene. Nice for this sign, these little foliage things. Yeah, it's a different look. This way too, I could hang them over a little bit too, just to give it a little bit of a different look, because they can kind of have a little bit of movement. Let me do that, and then let me take him off of here. So is everybody messed up with what day it is? Because believe me, when I got on here, I thought it was Saturday. I can't keep track of the days. They're all blurring together. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And let me see who's coming on. Do you guys like this color combination? This color combination's in my house, so I am doing this one for myself. So that's what I have so far. And then I'm just going to put some little buttons in here to get this little empty space. You've tried a few, making the flowers, you've tried a few after watching your video. They are lots of fun. I got to watch some of your other videos and learn how to do all the different types. I need to get a variety of felt colors. Any suggestions of where to purchase colors other than the basics that Hobby Lobby might carry? I actually get them. I have never got them at Hobby Lobby yet. I've gotten them at, mainly Joann's has the better color. And sometimes I get the premium felt there for different projects that I do, like some of my banners. But I've not even checked Hobby Lobby. So right now I'm on Joann's and Michael's. I think it's Joann's that has the green color that I like, that I use on a lot of my the leaves. That color is really hard to find. It's this color green. So I do get that at Joann's. They have like the Kelly green and that stuff, but I don't really like that color for my leaves. And I haven't tried ordering it online. It's hard to order felt online too, even through Joann's online and everything. You can't order just one piece. You have to order like 25 of one thing. But I'm sure there's plenty of places online that have some really nice felt. I don't usually use the real expensive kind. I guess there's different types of weight for felt. You like that green, Kelly? Yes? Yeah, that's kind of sage-ish. Yeah, so that's the one I usually get for the leaves. And that's a Joann's. Even Michael's doesn't even have that color. They had 20 for $5 a couple of weeks ago. 20 pieces of felt for $5. So I may have bought a little bit. Not that it's not cheap enough. I think it's 39 cents a piece anyway. Can't go wrong with that. That's actually cheaper than buying craft paper. So this is what I have so far. And I think I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. What do you think? Look at this. These will have a little bit of movement in them. But the purpose of, I'm not even going to glue these down because I want it to kind of hang like that. Well, maybe not that far. But I do want them to have a little bit of movement. I don't want them to be flat. Let me just get him a little bit. If you're just popping on, check out Joann's. Love the sign you're doing tonight. Oh, I love the green color. You're right. The grass Kelly green doesn't look great for leaf. No. Especially with, I like the muted color felt too. It just doesn't, it's too, I don't know, kiddish or something. I don't know. So there you go. Faith over fear. I guess we really have to, we all need to get the tattoo or something with this. But I'm going to stick this in my living room so I know exactly what I need to see every day. I'm just pulling off my little strings of glue. Let me see. So where are you guys from? Kentucky. Very, very cute. Bobby, thank you. The others are kind of bright. Yeah, they are. So yeah, so far, like I said, Joann's has got the best shades of the colors that I needed. And even like their pinks and their grays are better than Michael's. And I don't know why. Michael's has everything, but Joanne for the win there. So there you go. This is what I wanted to come on and do tonight, in the midst of it all. So if you haven't already liked and followed my page, can you please do so? I have a challenge to tonight, and I wanted to get 2,000 followers. Right now I'm at 866. But a lot of you are on here and haven't pushed the like button. Please do so. And if you know anybody else that would like to see this video, you can spread that to their page. And join me in the next few weeks. I'm sure I'll be on a lot, coming up with all different kinds of creations. And if you have any ideas on what you want me to do, you can leave a comment in the comment section. And if you are doing anything that I have been doing or a take on it, please leave it in the comments. I'd like to see what you guys are doing and how it inspires you, and maybe you can inspire me. So, Mary, you're from Alabama. Thank you. So if you're coming on later in replay, push hashtag replay so I know you watched it later on. So there you go. Faith over fear. Just saying. Well, thank you for joining me again today. And I hope you guys have a restful rest of your Sunday and a restful rest of the next few weeks. Thank you for joining me. Have a great evening.